This is Lorelia coming to you today to discuss the topic business credit does not replace income. So, if you are new to me, I am not new to the topic of business credit, which is what I will be talking to you today about. So, a little bit about me, if you are new to me, is I help real estate investors get access to six figures in funding, leveraging business credit. And so, this weekend was a live workshop that I did. And during that live workshop, it was a 5 hour workshop where I pretty much pulled back the curtain and showed the process that I have been able to take my clients from not having the funding and the credit in place to the point of having the six figures of funding to execute to purchase properties. So if you saw my last video, in my last video, if you're looking at it from YouTube, I know I'm streaming on a few social media platforms. But if you look on YouTube, you will see a video testimonial of a client of mine who a few months ago shared her story of how she felt with having access to the funding. And now, a few months later, her talking about her leveraging that money and being able to invest in a property. And so, why did I do the topic of why business credit does not replace income? And I'm going to share some things with you that really is going to probably offend some people. And the reason why it's going to offend some people, although I went deeper into this topic in the workshop, but there's a lot of people out in the marketplace who are misguided, are giving you misinformation. And the reason why business credit does not replace your income, because I'm a big advocate of, you do not build business credit. You don't build it. You get access to it. Now, can you build some things? Yeah, you can build a net 30 account. You can build the gas card. You can build some office supply accounts, but it's not going to get you to the cash and credit. So ultimately, if you ask anybody, if you took a survey of a bunch of business owners or wannabe business owners and asked them, what does business credit look like to you? I mean, they're going to say, oh, it's the ability to have credit, cash, lines of credit, loans, or what have you. It's not going to be what's out there in the marketplace. And so the reason why I really want to bring that home is because when you understand that business credit is to be accessed, is to be secured, then you know that you need to be in a particular position to get that. What do I mean, position? Whether you bought a house or not, I mean, if you are looking to buy a home in a mortgage, now I get it. There are creative ways to buy homes, lease option, substitute, wholesaling, a whole bunch of other strategies that are out there in the marketplace that will allow you to get access to real estate without using a mortgage. But let's just say that you did want to get a mortgage. You know that you have to qualify. You have to qualify. There are things that you need to have in place to get access to the capital from the real estate lender to be able to purchase property. That's if why would you think it would be anything different when it comes to getting access to $100,000 in business funding or higher? The reason why you wouldn't think it's the reason why you would think it's different is because the misinformation in the marketplace. I get it. Some people are really just trying to get $20,000. And by all means, there is someone who is doing a video on that. They are telling you that there is a way that you can get $20,000 with a credit card. There's nothing wrong with that. I get it. Some people have to crawl before they walk. But when you start going up north of $60,000, which is what I help people do, you're accessing insecurity. And so, with saying that, there are things that you have to have in place. Now, the misinformation out there is that people who are trying to do this move, because we got a lot of copycats. So we have people who want to say they can help you do this too. They're going to help you use the business credit to invest in real estate, but they're not giving people the full picture. So what I'm noticing is that a lot of people are caught up in what I call the open loop. So people are telling them some things, and they're getting, a little over here, a little over there, and they kind of and they want the loop closed. Like I literally have talked to um people who are grown men, grown women who are who are frustrated, who are frustrated because they are unable to understand what is necessary for them to get the funding. And so, with that being said, that is why the misinformation is out there in the marketplace. People really think that they are going to get access to capital and not have nothing. And understand nothing is subjective. So when I say nothing is subjective, yes, I have worked with people. The receipts, as the young people say, the receipts that you will see in the video, the last video I did on YouTube, that is someone who have never been a real estate investor and was able to still get access to funds to be able to invest in real estate. So clearly, there are strategies that you could put in place, whereas you don't have to have some of the necessary things that are needed to be able to acquire properties. I'm a big advocate of telling people there are three things that you need, the three R's: revenue, real estate, or receivables. The three things that would help you to get the high funding approvals that you are looking to get access to. See, most people are helping people with low tier stuff. They're not ready to go into the space of the big boy and the big girl stuff because that requires work. So it's easy to sell you into, you don't have to have nothing. Because let me break it down to you. The reason why people can sell you on all you need is net 30s, all you need is nothing.com, and you're going to get all this money, and you could buy Shell Corp and all this other stuff and trade lines, because they realize that there are a group of people who are down and downtrodden, who they can prey on and sell them into believing that they can get something for nothing. I'm an advocate of, regardless of where you're at, because I'm not saying this on a soapbox. I've been that person who had bad credit. I wrote the book on it. So I know what it's like to have bad credit. I know what it's like to have debt collectors calling. I know what it's like to have judgments put on been put on your credit report. So I get it. But I'm also a big advocate of that you can graduate from that and move on to something bigger. You don't have to fall victim to the strategies and the methods that people have you to believe are quicker, but you will be nowhere further. And so people are always going to look amazed at the success that I'm able to help clients with. I always tell people, if those methods and strategies work from the people who are teaching them to you, then why are you coming to someone else to help you to figure it out? Because if it helped you, you would have what you want. And unfortunately, you don't have it. And so many people want to believe that they can have nothing.com and they're going to get a windfall of this business credit. And that business credit is going to now be the catalyst to replace income, which is what you need. You need income somewhere, whether it's your business, whether it's your job, whether it's your side hustle, whatever, you need something. The fact that someone is telling you that you need nothing.com and you're going to get this business credit to do that is the reason why you are stuck. And so this weekend, I had the pleasure of unsticking some people. Unsticking some people. Now, unfortunately, the workshop is over. So, can't say that, hey, go to www dot and, go to the link for the workshop because it's over. But the fortunate thing is that those who saw value to move on and take massive action to attend the workshop, they got their aha moment. They really did see that this can happen. And they totally got why everything they hear in the marketplace was not getting them the results they want. They got that because it's just like, I don't want to say it's common sense, but it's like, where in life can you do nothing and get something? Like it just doesn't exist. Don't get me wrong, could people sell you on it? Sure. But in the scheme of things, it doesn't exist. So I am so happy that in 2021 I was able to help people secure up to 500K in business funding to invest in real estate. So my goal for 2022, I got a new class that we will be kicking off this Wednesday. And they too will be part of the new success stories because I'm pushing the envelope further. It's going to be 2 million. It's going to be 2 million. It don't take a lot of people. Don't take a lot of people. People think you can do great things. You need a big numbers. No, 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 no. See, I'm a big advocate of, teaching people how to get real results, not sharing a bunch of information, because that is what I told those who attended. This is not, no, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of business credit building information. I told them this is what you are going to need and understand to be able to secure the bag, the funding, whatever you want to call it. So that is all that I have for you all. Just wanted to share that because we are going into the second month of this year. And if you had any plans of doing anything different for 2022, which was different in 2021, you were trying to figure out funding in 2021, you didn't seem to crack the nut, no matter how many YouTube videos you watched and how many webinars and lives you were on, you're still where you were last year. So now we're going into the second month. Tomorrow will be the second month into 2022, and hope you are doing something different. So as always, if you want to learn more about me, you can go www.helpmegetbizcredit.com. I know I'm streaming on a few platforms, but here, if you're on YouTube, I have a library of videos for you to choose from. And so that is a great place to start. So until the next time, best of luck. Hope you are getting the success that you want. It is there for you. Like I tell people, I don't claim to be the maker of these strategies. They have been around for ages, not 10 years ago. They have been around since the beginning of when the whole lending institution was created here in America. I'm just helping people to see how the whole picture is put together so they can maximize it and get access to the wealth that they know their family and themselves deserve. So once again, it's Aurelia. I'll talk to you in the next video.